Hello, I am Manish and you are with Technical Guide. So today we are going to start a new series on SharePoint. If you have not yet subscribed our channel, please subscribe as we will be regularly uploading the videos on Exchange Online, SharePoint and Active Directory, etc. Okay. Also, please watch the complete video so that you will get each and every aspect of SharePoint. So let's get started. So if you are a beginner and have just started learning about SharePoint, then first question that comes to your mind is what is SharePoint? So SharePoint provides a powerful web-based collaboration that helps people of an organization to work together on a project. Okay, if you have a team and they need to work on a particular project, then they can collaboratively work on that project by using the SharePoint. In SharePoint, you can create sites, you can create subsites for the teams. Okay, you can collaborate on documents, you can share some common resources. Are you getting? So these are the basic needs of SharePoint. So and organizations can safely secure their data using SharePoint. Okay. So, what are some capabilities of SharePoint? The one of the best capabilities that we have already discussed is collaboration. Teams can work together on a project using SharePoint, and then they can create sites. Suppose we have four departments like HR department, sales department, and accountant department and development department. What we can do, we can create four sites for. We can create a separate site for each of these departments, and whoever is in the department can only view its site content. Okay, so these are some capabilities. We can host a file in our SharePoint, and then content management system of SharePoint. Okay, we can manage documents, and the last is searching is one of the, you can say, most important capability of SharePoint. And this is why suppose you have a small organization, presently you have a small organization, and you don't have that much data, but as the time goes, the data will increase, and it will be hard for you to manage that data. Okay, suppose after some years you have like 10,000s of files, and you will need to find a particular file. Then with using SharePoint, you can search a file with the name, and also within it can also search a file with having a particular content. Okay, so we can search with a file name or within the content of that file. So these are some capabilities of SharePoint. And also, if we are uploading our data to SharePoint, then we should be able to restrict its usage. We should be able to restrict who can view our data, who can read, who can modify our document. Okay, so now we will see what permissions in SharePoint we can give. Okay, so in SharePoint, we basically create websites. Okay, and these websites have some built-in permissions. The first permission is site visitor. So if you are having this permission, you are having site visitors permission, then you can view the site, you can view the data, but you won't be able to add or modify any data item from the site. Okay, so the next permission in SharePoint is site members. So if you have that permission, with this permission you can view the data as well as you can edit the documents. Okay, so the last permission in SharePoint is site owners. So in SharePoint, it is recommended that a site should has at least two or more owners. They can decide what we should add to the site, what additional functionalities are needed by our team to work on a project. So we should add those functionality in our site. Okay, so these are some three permissions, and based on these three permissions, you will be able to view, edit, or modify the SharePoint documents. Okay, so let's suppose you don't have any of these website, you don't have any of these permissions, then you won't even able to view the data, you won't even able to view the site. Okay, So if you don't have this permission, you won't even able to find a site with some specific name. So these are some permissions that are in SharePoint. We will practically see each and everything in our upcoming videos. So the next option is how to log in a SharePoint and how to access a SharePoint. So to access the SharePoint, the first thing that you will need is a browser. You can use Internet Explorer, you can use Firefox, Google Chrome, Safari. You can use any of these browser to access your SharePoint. So how to access SharePoint? To access SharePoint, you will need to first log into your Office 365 panel, and from there you will see an option of SharePoint there. This one, you can click on this option, and you will be able to enter into the SharePoint. Or you will see there are some 9 dots, app launcher. You will need to click on these dots, and you will again see there is an option SharePoint. So you can go from this way or you can go from this way. All will lead you to the SharePoint panel. So let's suppose we have clicked on SharePoint, and then this is the SharePoint panel that we will be learning in our upcoming videos. So you will be seeing news from sites that you will see the content there. You will only see the content there whose permissions you have. Okay, so you can see news from site, frequent sites that you have just visited. Okay, there you are seeing the sites you are following. You can follow or unfollow a site by clicking on the star. If you click on the start, you are following. If you again click on the star, you will unfollow that particular site. And there are recent documents you can see. Okay, so that's all for this video. In our upcoming videos, we will learn how to create a site, how to create a new post, and several other aspects. So thank you. Also, please subscribe our channel if you like our work, and please share your feedback in comment whether it is good or bad. If it is good, it will really appreciate me and will encourage me to produce more such content. And if it is bad, then also please give your feedback. If it is bad, I will surely work on it. Thank you.